It's been a while since we got together and talked about serious matters like thrifting. I have a little pile of thrifted goods to show you. I've got 60s and 70s-ish looking pieces, and that was unintentional, but they're very cool. I'm glad with most of the things I picked up. It's this oversized sweater, and I picked this up on a sale day, so it was really cheap. It was under $2, but I like how it's large and chunky, and this orange color with the rebirth of the 70s trend I think is going to be sticking around even after fall and winter passes. So here's this really nice orange knitted sweater. I really wish I could knit. I need to learn how to knit because I love cables and the design, and I know how to crochet, but I'm definitely a novice still with that. And maybe with crocheting you can do cables. I don't know. You tell me if you know. The next thing I picked up is this peasant boho-ish top. And it looks like it would be off shoulder, but it's not. It does fit on shoulder. And it's pink and black sort of paisley design, which is different to me. The next piece is a great basic, which is something I am always happy to find at a thrift shop because I've been spoiled. I tell you, I've been spoiled. It is hard to go into even Target and pay like 16 bucks or something for a top. I'll just go into a thrift store and get it for much cheaper. So I think this one was about $3, and it's not just your average rib. It's not just your average rib turtleneck. It's got buttons down the side of the neck that go towards the shoulder. So it has a little something, a little sexy something to it. And I loved ribbed knits. They're very form-fitting and very flattering, I think. So this is a very nice black turtleneck top. This next dress was an exciting find to me, and it was very cheap. It was less than $2. Here it is right here. This gorgeous like aubergine color, and belted in the back, and I love it. But then when I tried it on, sadly the buttons didn't meet at the hip part. So I know that if you're on the other side of the grass where you don't have curves, you wish you had curves, and then those that are on the other side of the grass that have curves, like a big hips, wishes they had lesser of big hips, and that's me. And if it was me, I could close this dress and fit into it and it would make sense. But if I even tried, it would be a disaster. Buttons would be popping and shooting off into people's eyes. It would not be a good sight. So anyways, I've repurposed this dress as sort of like a waistcoat. I think it would be called in the fashion world, or like a vest or a duster jacket. So I still want to make it work, even if it won't button in the places it needs to. So here's this really pretty meant to be dress. And this piece I got recently, and it is this gorgeous floral, those are just roses. It's just this gorgeous rosy top. And the story with it is it's a vintage express piece. And these are sort of popping up more often in thrift stores. Express, the older Express, like Express Trico, or Express International, which is what this one is. And I love that version of Express because it's a little bit more quirky, artistic, more interesting, less sort of just basic. So that's this top right here. And I just love the color combination. The roses are like a cool tone, and then the greenery, it's just really whimsical and kind of a little bit odd and strange. The next thing I picked up was this adorable little faux leather cuff, and it was originally from Target. It still had the cuff on it, so you might be able to find it. It was $12.99 at Target, but I got it for $3. And it is so cute. It's just a faux leather bow. So there's that. Right, moving on to the shoes. My husband's not around. he'll be saying, "Oh, you got more shoes." So I got these. They're really cute. Clearly vintage, patent leather, kitten heels. And then I love the straps and even the patent leather buttons here on the side. So here are these. And you know how like in museums from days of old, like Victorian era, and other older yonder eras, the shoes were tiny and the gloves were tiny, and people think that it's because people were malnourished, so they had smaller body parts. Well, these are probably from the 70s, maybe the 80s. And I've noticed a lot of older shoes at thrift shops in that time are really narrow. So I don't know, did people have narrower shoes in a couple decades ago? What was going on with the food then? But here are these very cute shoes. Those were cheap. I got those for $1, I believe. And this thrift shop, I'm telling you, my advice for thrifting is maybe skip the Goodwill, maybe skip the Salvation Army or the other really big chains, and go digging for like the church charity shops, the ones off the beaten path. As long as the path is not so, beaten and kind of risky, you don't have to like look over your shoulder. Don't go to those ones. Go to ones though that aren't so decorated and advertised, and then you'll find cute things for very cheap. Then you'll buy too much of it, and then you'll have too much crap. So I don't know, take the advice or leave it. But then there's these. I picked these up at an estate sale, and they were brand new when I got them. They probably don't look like much at all to you, but I really wanted a nice rich pair of brown leather boots. These ones fit the bill. They're kind of like Chelsea boots. They're easy on and off and padded with some strange sort of padding, carpeted material on the inside, but they're really comfortable and warm. And my husband likes to call them my pilgrim shoes. So I got some pilgrim boots, and these were only $5, so there's that. I hope to bring my YouTube channel more active. In the meantime, if you need a thrift fix, I hope to see you guys over on Instagram. I'm at Rosenkrantz with an _, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.